Dear Melissa Lantsman, please consider your support and an increase in the Overseas Developmental Assistance Act, otherwise known as the ODA. Hello, my name is Ronnie Feigenberg, and beyond being a proud member of your constituency, I am also a proud ambassador of the Borgen Project. The Borgen Project is a non-for-profit, non-partisan organization that represents the world's most vulnerable, the poor. I appreciate and commend your love and commitment to our country. It is a quality we both share. Additionally, like yourself, I am very concerned with Canadian values, our presence in the international arena, and our leadership skills, as well as addressing key concerns here in Canada. This is why, for me and so many other young Canadians, the ODA is such an important cause. Since, as I'm sure you're aware, ever since the COVID pandemic, our Canadian government has decreased our funding towards the ODA, and now it only sits at 0.34% of our GNI. This is far below the amount that the UN recommends, which should sit at 0.7%, and many of our allies have already reached this amount and beyond. Now, since we are a proud UN member state, and we try to further the UN Charter, as well as our own values here at home of multiculturalism, democracy, and global security, the lack of funding towards the ODA actually undermines our abilities to these key commitments. Now, yes, the ODA is an amazing charitable and humanitarian cause. It supports and protects the world's most vulnerable communities like the LGBTQ+ community, children, and empowering women and protecting them. Now, beyond that, it also helps us reach our key goals here at home. As I know, you and your party are very concerned about the state of our economy, and the ODA is a great tool to increase our economy's strength in the future, and in the long run, and in the short run. So what do I mean by that? Well, essentially, by giving proper support and funding towards maturing economies, we can actually create trade partners that will have business adventures with us. So, for example, South Korea and Vietnam in the past were both maturing economies which the Canadian government invested in, and now they're not only top allies of ours, but also key trade partners. In fact, the Canadian International Development Platform also found that for every dollar we spend on aid abroad, we will get $1.80 back in trade. This is a great and strong long-term economic plan for our country. Beyond that, the ODA is a strong alternative tool to ensure not only global but national security. So there are so many studies that have shown that areas that are poverty-stricken are more prone to terrorism, civil war, and wars themselves. And as we know, those issues do not stay in one region of the world only. It affects everyone. Now, if we are able to address the key factor to violence, which is poverty, we can reduce the amount we would spend in the future towards military operations and military spending, which costs millions. So not only will we be saving millions of dollars for Canada, but we will be saving millions of lives by stopping conflicts before they truly erupt. I hope to count on your support, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.